Hello and welcome to episode 192, a crazy, bonkers, out of control community episode just for you. I am Rick Vanover of the Rickatron, and I am joined by Madalina, both of us on the road. I'm calling you in from London. We're recording on a Wednesday. And Maddie, where are you?
Well, first of all, hello, Rick. Hello, community. I am in Munich today. Not for long. Yesterday, we had a fantastic VUG Germany event in here. We had some special guests as well. You're going to see some pictures. Stay tuned until the end. But as I said, not for too long, Munich, because today I'm flying to Paris for another amazing event in VUG France with Julian and Eric. So yeah, on the go. Still,
Maddie on the go, like literally.
On the go, yes, exactly. I think I still have like until the end of the year, VUG France, VUG Denmark, and VUG Romania. So that's gonna be cool.
Maddie, I do not know how you do it, and then people have said the same thing back to me. I don't know how you do it, Rick. So
yes, exactly.
We
just do it.
It's kind of like a drug.
We just do it. Yeah. It is addictive. I agree.
Get it done. Well, hey, Maddie, hang in there. I know the travel. We're almost towards the end of the year. Get a small break, not too long, but
not
then we'll
too
be
long.
back.
We don't like long breaks, Rick.
No.
But yeah,
well, let's take a look at what's going on. Very special episode. So let's jump into the episode. Whoa, one screen. That's what it looks like when you're on the road. All right. So, Madalina, you picked up a number of pieces of content. We had some incredible Veeam 100 Summit coverage here. We're not going to go in depth through them all, but we had a great write-up from Luis talking about everything from his travel to his overall experience. Chowderhose wrote up a nice recap on his own blog, which I'll jump out to. And again, we'll have all these links in the write-up. By the way, I still congratulations, the trophy. You and the ladies did so well on that. And then probably I hate to say my favorite, but one of my favorite things was Nicola's kind of very heartfelt write-up in LinkedIn. And I think all four of these together, Maddie, really speak to the power of our community.
Absolutely, Rick. So the idea actually of the special in today's episode is to, select all these amazing pieces of content about the Veeam 100 Summit and kind of celebrate, and be grateful about our great community and about, the things that they are putting together and sharing with the rest of the world and the expanded community. So we picked up these 3 articles, but if you just Google it and you're gonna put these 3 words like Veeam 100 Summit, you're gonna see so many more articles about the Veeam 100 Summit experience. So I think this is really, really amazing, and we are very grateful for every member of our community, and that shows the power of the community, as Nikki put it in her title for her article. So you can tell how much impact has this one event on all our community members. And Luis is not only talking, if you look at it, is not only talking about the knowledge he gets through this event and the amazing people he had the opportunity to meet at this event, but he's also, talking about some memories, that the city brought to life, Berlin, for him. And then look at the comments and how Scott says being part of this group had created the opportunity for me to visit Europe because, last year in Prague was his first time in Europe. So, and he met so many people from around the world. He never had the chance to do that. And then Chris' article goes a bit deeper into the schedule and the sessions, topics that were discussed. But then Nicola shared a very detailed article in there and amazing pictures as you are showing in here. So I feel like, we had to celebrate all these pieces of content. So that's why we decided to make it special today.
It is special. And a couple things to highlight. We got to give a big thanks to Nikki and Kelsey, who helped operate the event. And I can't speak to what's going on right there. I can't speak to some of these other photo bombs here, but and this was a fun one. I know it's kind of hard to see, but someone bought this shirt and everyone took a picture in it. It's just like this community is so strong. Here's our serious picture here. This is us. This was we need to start taking it on Tuesday because a couple people had to leave early, but yeah, it's just it's a great thing, and we put a lot of work into the community, and you, Maddie, in particular, you, Nikki, and Sophia, you carry so much of it. So really appreciate all the big work there.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Awesome.
And yeah, I also want to say big thank you to you and the team, and also like to all the members that, put all these thoughts and emotions in writing, in videos, and, for everyone to have a feel of what Veeam community means. So definitely great stuff.
It's a powerful thing. And, people have told me it's changing their lives for the better, I should say. And in case anybody's getting judgy, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm behind. My LinkedIn's a mess, but whatever.
It's all okay. Right. We've all been there, Rick.
Yeah. All right. Next up, a really big output from the Veeam 100 Summit is some of the content. Truly an exclusive thing. We're going to go through two things. Jeff has a video with his kind of long form perspective of the Linux tech preview of Veeam Backup and Replication version 13. And Michael Melter really goes through a nice review with some previews of the new enhanced web UI and things like that. So again, this is where you kind of get some incredible outputs from the summit. And this is also just awesome.
Yeah, so basically not going far away from the Veeam 100 Summit, right? But like this is more on a technical note. As we mentioned in the last week recap, Luis's article, he was the first one posting it. So good stuff, Luis. At Veeam 100 Summit, we gave some insights and access to a tech preview, VBR 13, to all those community members that were there. And you can tell how enthusiastic all members were about it since, they started testing it and put together their thoughts in various formats if you want. And yeah, as you said here, we have Michael Melter, we have Jeff discussing it, and both of them showing demos of the technical preview. And the cool thing about it is that, we are enabling our Veeam 100 members and VUG leaders. And what I noticed being at all these VUG events, last week in France, this week in Germany, and I noticed, that they are using this information and educate further the VUG in person, the people that are coming to the VUG in-person event. So, I feel like this is really amazing stuff. It's just like a snowball effect. And, if you are curious about VBR version, you have some few articles. I'm sure these are not the only ones. I know that, again, if you go into Google it, there are some that didn't put it on the community hub, but they did share it on their personal blog. So there is information. If you are curious and you want to know more, just go ahead and have a look on the community hub, as well as on our Vanguard's, Legends, VUG Leaders personal blog. So pretty good stuff.
Well, pretty good. That's an understatement. This is fantastic. So Michael's got a great post here. I went through some of these screens. This is the new web user interface that's going to be part of Veeam Backup and Replication version 13, which is running on Linux, by the way. And, Michael went through that and showed also just the updated user interface as well. And there will be a dark mode. So there's a lot to unpack in this content, friends. So again, the power of the community also. And we had Luis's article last week. Again, really good stuff. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, community. Great, great stuff. All right, next up, Steve Hart. Now, this one, I've never heard of Graylog, but he is really sharing this. I'm like, first question I have is, what is Graylog? Good thing he answers it. It's basically a SIM platform, right?
Yeah.
Of different data. And what caught your eye on this piece of content?
So basically what he's doing another awesome project from Steve, the Veeam Data Platform Content Pack for Graylog. And as you said, he's explaining what Graylog is, the security information event management solution. And that enables the efficient collection, search, analysis, and alerting of various types of machine-generated data. And he's also sharing, as you can see, he's also sharing the link to the official site of Graylog. So if you want to know more information on that, you can find it there. And then he's taking us through a great demo on how to download and install the content pack. He's also letting us know that this is the first version of it, of the content pack. And this version enables the visualization of security relevant events transmitted by Veeam backup and replication via syslog. And there is a GitHub repo link there where you can go and get all the necessary information to be able to, go over it and download it, install it, and all that. And I think that's just, Steve's style. He's doing a lot of amazing community projects, and just check it out in his GitHub repo. There is even more there with other Veeam products as well. So follow this guy. He knows what he's talking about.
Really cool project. And honestly, Maddie, I'm just going to say it. I love how he blurred out the text here. Kind of looks like the tiles on our community page.
Yes, I agree.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Great stuff, Steve Hart. Just keep it up. Steve's in our product management team, former MVP, been quoted at Veeam on main stage. A piece of trivia there for you. Anyways, Steve Hart, keep it up. All right. Next up, the Vanguard blog Spotlight. This is from Mohammed Adel, one of the Vanguards out of Africa. He's based in Egypt. And friends, Mohammed is really sharp. This guy used to be a nuclear engineer. Really good stuff talking about ransomware defense. So I thought this one was a good one to feature as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's a Vanguard and VUG Egypt leader. Let's put that as it is. And he put together a great piece of content, as you said, to celebrate Cybersecurity Awareness Month in October. This was written in October, but we thought this is really worth mentioning because it's a really good material. And he starts by telling us how alarming it is that every 11 seconds, a company, someone in the world, falls victim to ransomware. And indeed, the world is big and there are many companies, but 11 seconds, that's crazy. That's really, really crazy. That's bankers. I think, and then further, he's discussing about CISA cybersecurity program started in 2023 to help create a more secure world that simply says, take action every day to reduce risks when online and connected to devices. He's also going over information about the Cybersecurity Awareness Month, what is that, and when is that celebrated. And further in the article, he's showing some examples, which I think that's really powerful, of ransomware and how to avoid to get in that situation. So I think that's very interesting to learn from. And of course, he's discussing backups and why they are crucial to secure environment against ransomware. He's also sharing a robust backup strategy, talking about data silos, optimized backup efficiency, retention policies, of course, regular backup testing, which is really essential. He says, do not assume it worked last time. And I couldn't agree more on that. He's talking about the 3-2-1 backup rule. He says, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And last but not least, do not forget the human element, which in many cases that's not taking in consideration, but that's very, very important. Make it work for your team. Make sure you educate your team and you have clear documentation, assigned backup champions. And ultimately, there are many things that one company can do to minimize the risk of a ransomware attack. Of course, it's going to be time-consuming, and you might have to allocate a good budget to this. But I am really, really sure that whoever suffered from a ransomware attack would say it is all worth it. So yeah, great piece of content in here, Mohammed. Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And every single bit of this advice we can do with Veeam. I want to add one little comment right here. I really like this one with
Yeah.
with like an award to the, best, some sort of award that's regularly done. But one thing I want to highlight here is that sometimes the most important part here is that this right here is plural. Team members, plural, team members.
Mm-hmm.
Because trust me, so many times the bad things happen when the subject matter expert is out. In fact, when we talk a lot with our customer tabletop exercises and kind of like different scenarios, it's like, okay, who knows the most about Veeam? Okay, you leave the room. The rest of the team needs to drive it. So highlight that, team members, plural. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Mohammed. All right, we're gonna bring it home. Hard community here. Actually, I'm gonna switch the order just on the fly, just like that. It's what I do. Before we go kind of hard community here, let me pull up my special department. First thing up, I want to highlight again. KB 4514 is taking an update. If you are using Veeam backup and replication not connected to the internet, you will want to update this file. And this file has taken an update to, I think it's 86 is the version. Yes, it's now on version 86. And what I want to draw your attention to on here, here's the trick. You just go down to the end. And let's take a look at some of the new threats that are being recognized in the file system indexing. So looks like we got Waxor, Frag, GoZone, Wymere, and I think those up there, those were in there last week. But anyways, a couple of new ones are in the list here. But basically, if you are using Veeam backup and replication not connected to the internet, this file updates automatically. Go ahead and follow this KB and what to do and all of that. So I know I do this a lot, but I just want to let you know when it takes an update. All right, user groups gone crazy. What's up? What's some of the next ones?
Yeah, so you remember last month we had one in Milan where I was having a session with the two leaders in there, Marco and Antonio. Well, they are going to have another one. Now it's going to Rome. And that's going to be next week on Tuesday, November 26th. Again, it's going to be half day just after the Veeam Unplugged event. So looking forward to see some pictures and some opinions and feedback from Marco, Antonio, and Danilo. So thank you guys for putting all this together. In Milano, it was amazing. I'm sure in Rome it's going to be great. Fabian was there in Milan, and I think he's going to be in Rome as well. So again, product management is going to be present at another Veeam user group. So great stuff in there. Thank you, guys.
I have a funny thing to tell you, unrelated, okay, to Rome and to Italy. So as you may know, a lot of us may know that in the summer, I took quite a long vacation, family vacation. We went to Italy. It was fantastic, 2 weeks, and can't remember what we did for recap, but I didn't do it. But anyways, Maddie and Sophia and maybe some community covered it.
Yeah.
But the hotel we stayed at in Rome, I found out was the same hotel that just a few weeks ago they had the Veeam on tour at.
Oh,
but like, cool. How weird would that have been if for my vacation I go there? And my wife, I brought it up to her. She's like, that wouldn't be cool.
But probably anyway, she was like, Rick, did you do it on purpose? Did you do it on purpose?
Yeah, she would have thought that. She would have.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming, but I thought that was a funny thing to share.
Yeah, totally.
All right, going a little bit north, we've got Denmark, and we haven't called that user group in a while.
Well, we haven't, because we do have a new leader, and this is going to be the first in-person event after many years, I believe, because we used to have some other leaders, but then, of course, priorities in life. So then the pandemics, I believe. And now we are kind of reactivating it with a new leader. So Nikolai, thank you for that. And Rasmus is going to be there. I'm going to be there next week. So looking forward to it. Is not going to be in Copenhagen. This one is going to be somewhere close to Aarhus. So I'm going to have to travel a little bit by train and stuff like that. So a bit challenging, but looking forward to meet our community in Denmark, as I know we do have some community in there. Looking forward to meet Nikolai. And we have a good agenda in here. So good stuff.
Indeed.
That's going to be next
good start.
Wednesday.
Yeah, not too ambitious of an agenda, right? Everyone doesn't have to be the French and the Germans with the crazy crazy long agendas. So yeah, that is quite.
Yeah.
That's not Copenhagen. Yes, you'll have an adventure to get there. So
I will. I realized it a bit late, but yeah, that's fine. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. Next up, new in person in Brazil, and really good interest for this one. This one's going to be Thursday, the 28th of next week.
That's going to be organized by Joaquim and Beth, who are two of our VUG Brazil leaders. This is the first in-person event, already over 60 people that register for this event. It's going to also be a half day or short event, 2-3 hours, but a lot of interest around it. That means that we have to work harder in this region and make it happen more often. So I'm grateful to those two that are actually putting together this event, and they kind of roll the ball, and it starts with one, and then you are addicted to it and you want more. So looking forward.
And thank you to the sponsors too. I mean, the Brazil user group is so strong that we've got 2 sponsors and a host, right? So big thank you to Econet, Adistec, and Object First as well, because that's, when you're talking bigger things, that becomes necessary.
Absolutely, yeah. It couldn't be possible, honestly, without leaders, because there's food involved, there's a venue involved, there are elements, a swag involved. So it couldn't be possible without all our sponsors, and very thankful for having them supporting our cause in here. So thank you very much. Looking forward to see pictures and hear feedback on this one, being the first one.
And Curitiba, that's not Sao Paulo, so that's kind of over there. It's down there. So
I think it's where Joaquim is based. So
Joaquim. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Brazil, love it. Keep up the good work. All right, we're going to bring it home, Maddie. Let's talk about some of the in-person events that happened this week. I see Stabs and Glemo. Looks like we had another great event in France. Look like we've got Nicholas, and is that No Lab, No Party? Is that who that is?
No Lab, No Party. Yes, that's Paolo.
Does he speak French, or did he go in English?
He doesn't. He was doing his session. Basically, he was speaking in English, and Nicholas was speaking in French. So that was good one. No, it was really good. Andre? It was a really good, interesting session, and people had a lot of questions. It was good, really good engagement at this event. I was very grateful for it, honestly. We have Andre as well. Andre was doing a session from our team. He was doing an AMA session. We had questions around VBR 13. We had questions around a few other things. We had Object First. We had Exagrid as sponsors, so thank you for that. We had good attendance. This was the first one taking place in Aix-en-Provence, so pretty good event, pretty good engagement. I actually was very satisfied with it. Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much, Philip, for that. Nicolas, for getting the venue. Fantastic job, really, really great. They are pro, I can tell you, Rick.
The technologist in me can't not call that AIX, the Unix, right? But Aix-en-Provence, I can't do it. But I need Julia to do it. She says it beautifully. But I think the most interesting thing about this, Maddie, now you're going to think, Rick, the things you see in pictures, right? I love this tablecloth I want one. Love it.
I don't know where they got that from.
It's fantastic. All right, now the big reveal here, real big special one, and I think you're still there. Tell me what happened yesterday.
Oh, this was another amazing event. I think it was the first one in Munich as well, because they've been doing it in Frankfurt and a few other locations, but they've never did it in Munich. So it was good, really good attendance. We had Gustav, and Gustav was very happy with the engagement. He had an AMA session, like about an hour and a bit. People kept asking questions. Also very thankful for Falco, Michael Melter, Tobias, who are the leaders. So really great event. And thank you, Pure Storage, for, providing the venue, providing, us with some catering as well. So fantastic. That's all I can say. Fantastic job.
So it was at the Pure Storage facility there in Munich.
Yes, it was Pure Storage facility. It was sponsored by Pure Storage, like
got it.
Everything included. They did catering, they did, helped out with logistics. So fantastic.
Nice. Yeah. And I see, we're recognizing the leadership here, right? The user group, but there's some rock stars in the mix also that are other Veeam 100 members too. So great,
and that
great
picture is a little bit cut on the left, so you can see Gustav a little bit there.
That's a fractional Gustav, just a part of Gustav back there.
Yes,
I thought that was him.
Yes, it didn't work out. So there are more people, but you cannot see them in the picture. It was
and just to be keeping everything up to date, Alfred was there. He was right there.
Yes, of course. Alfred was there. He's always there.
Indeed. Awesome. Great work, Maddie. Great work, Falco, Toby, and Michael Melter. Fantastic. And I thank you, Anton, for engaging as well. All right.
Absolutely.
Fresh from Sophia's desk. Look at this, Madalina. 175. What is going on? This is crazy. A couple cool names. This one looks good. Ricky D. I'll go for Ricky V. Guff. That's cool. Sparks. IT Rabbit. Bunny. What else we see? Shrek. I can't help but think of the cartoon character there. EX1. That's kind of cool and techie.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All those names.
Great turnout here.
What I want to say is, like, you can tell, like, there are a lot of French from last week that signed up this week. From yesterday, a lot of Germans signed up. And special thanks to Mohammed, our new VUG India leader, because you're going to see a lot of Indian names. We have an event happening this Friday. So I can see he invited so many people. So grateful for that. Thank you very much.
Love it. Welcome, everyone. Sophia, with no real rules, she has rules, but her coolest usernames for this week are Shrek Luis, 42 Wolfsburg, Marius Me, and PJ84. And Alfred's pick is IT Rabbit. Rabbit, you have a badge coming your way. So good stuff. All right, Maddie, what a wild and crazy week in the community, online, in the content, in the user groups. I don't know. It's getting awesome.
I think everyone kind of decided to do everything in November because December has to be a more chilled month for everyone. So we are not going to have events. Well, there's going to still be a couple of events, but it's not going to be crazy at all. January is going to be chilled in the VUG world. In the VUG world, that's what I'm saying. I know you are giving me that look. You are like, no.
No, I'm kind of afraid of January, for the record.
Yeah, but in terms of like VUG events, we are not going to have virtual events. We are not going to have in-person events. So from that respect, it's going to be chilled. So everyone kind of decided to do their stuff in November. That's why we have such a wild journey.
All right. Well, this is my last major trip of the year. Next week, we have a big U.S. holiday, so we'll have to record a little earlier because I got a little bit of holiday myself coming up. But Maddie, appreciate the big push, man. Friends, I can't stop her. I cannot stop her. So she just gonna let her go. She does amazing things. So community appreciates it, Maddie. Thank you, Sophia, for helping on the Who's New. Thank you, Nikki, for that great write-up. Thank you, community, for being community. It's really a special thing we have going on. And we'll see you next week on 193.